When he was removed, I was excited. I was happy the way I was happy when he joined MCKENZIE.
Good morning, guys. Good morning once again. Welcome to South Africa Lately, a channel that discusses South African trending news. We do, however, grab here and there from international news when it is trending enough to be brought here. Please do understand that I am not a politician. I do not have deep knowledge in politics. However, I am a South African citizen who's also a voter, and I do believe that my views count when it comes to political affairs of our beautiful country. Yay! I think Floyd picked the wrong one. Now I finally understand the beef, what is going on, because yay, Mary Phadi was up in arms saying, not on my watch, you cannot be doing that to me. Now I finally understand. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to share with you 2 video clips that will also make you understand why the beef. She feels like she was being bullied and being just like pushed around and trying to, with Floyd trying to remove her from her position within MK. And she says, I was challenging former President Jacob Zuma, the president of MK. I was like, we are taking you to court. I've exhausted all options that I could and I operated within the policies of MK. Please do listen. I'll be right back right at the end with my closing commentary.
Look, the background of that matter was already clear. When you get ground forces that are saying hands off to someone before something has happened, it means they knew. And hence we wanted to correct, or I wanted to correct that with the video to say, you cannot say hands off before we even get the news. Now that they've already said hands off, we knew there's something within MK party that the SG is going to be removed. When he was removed, I was excited. I was happy the way I was happy when he joined MCKENZIE. I was happy that he's not going to be part of us. On the ground from the political point of view, though. If they've taken him to parliament, he can go there. But within the structures, it is exciting to see that Floyd Shivambu has been removed.
Let's speak about the differences. You're excited when he was announced. You say you're excited when he leaves. How did you go from, oh my goodness, this is a fantastic value add to the MKP on the ground as a secretariat, to, oh my goodness, thank goodness is out the door of the secretariat? How did you go from the one to the other? Those are very extreme ends.
Look, Floyd has nobody to blame but himself. I don't know what he has done within a structure at the high level. I'm not part of that, but I can tell you what is happening with provinces. One of the things that he did is that he followed the propaganda to the extent that he ended up piloting the things that he should not be involved in. If you come in as the Secretary General in any organization, you first engage with the people that are running, in those provinces. And he decided not to go that route and decided to write 2 letters to remove me from the legislature for no reason. I don't know him. And he decided to do that, and he was surely destabilizing. On the 17th, on the 19th, Floyd write a letter to the legislature that my membership has been terminated and I must be removed. Legislature then writes me a letter to say you've been released as a member of the legislature, and then I said, Kanti, I constitution iti. There's processes that must be followed if a member is done wrong.
Sure.
But now there is no processes. Mara, I did everything that they said I must do. Bafunani kan labantu.
Then you challenge them in court.
Ngathi oh bafuna mina. Kushuthi ayisekho fair.
Sure.
Remember, I'm business administration and understand the processes. By the way, I've got a degree in human resources, so I know how to treat employees. And then I said, okay, it's fine. Let me give MK an opportunity to bring evidence, and they can only bring that evidence in court because I cannot be assisted. Now,
Sure.
if you read the Constitution, it says the member will only go to court if that member has exhausted all the processes.
Internal processes.
Now, I've exhausted all the internal processes because everything that they said I must do. And now, they are not taking me to the internal process, then I'm fired. Then let the court decide, is this a constitution that we'll be living with as Umkhonto? Or is this a constitution of a person? Then I'm going to challenge the president.
So you were challenging Zuma in court?
Yeah, that's his signature. The first court documents are saying President Jacob Zuma. Because I wanted him to come and explain to me. And I knew he did not sign that letter.
So someone has falsified his signature there?
I knew that everything that they are doing, even if they've given him that letter at night, they've given him that letter because they knew very well that he's not going to sign that letter. They've given him in the dark. Not Zuma.
But also post-court then, because the court ruled that you ought not to be removed from the party, you ought also not to be removed from the legislature or the position you were in the legislature. Why did you find a need then, when you were addressing the members of the media outside court, you said you were not deliberately attacking President Zuma, but you were challenging processes, because that's what you said?
Yeah. When I was holding a meeting here with him, that's what I told him. I took that paper, I brought a file of sequence
Of events.
from my birth in MKE to date.
Sure.
We're sitting, I was calling it like this.
Yeah.
Then, but I took out that letter, said, tell me, did you sign this letter?
What did he say?
He said, I don't know.
Sana Mary Phadi was like, no, it ain't happening. So now I finally understand. So whatever your views are, guys, kindly share them in the comment section. I'm looking forward to reading those. And if time allows me, I'm going to respond. But if it doesn't, I always try by all possible means to react so that you know that I appreciate your participation in my channel. So, okay, guys, this is the story that I wanted to share with you. Uno Poppy watch, not on my watch. Not on my watch. You see the face to think this beautiful face can't fight. There's a lot within this face, and I can handle this, and I'm going to deal with you. And she's like they're gloating over Floyd's demotion, and I think it's an expulsion for me. I just don't see how Floyd is going to operate within MK Sana. I just don't see it. I just don't see it happening. Anyway, only time will tell where Floyd goes from here. Do have yourself a beautiful Saturday.